everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It was a tough game for them last week, and while the loss doesn't fall completely on this guy's shoulders, some of it does, they'll need to contribute a whole lot more to their aerial attack if they're going to have success in this one. It's the Titans going up against the 49ers. With that, let's get out west to Santa Clara, where we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Mariota backing up. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, out comes Bradley Pinion to punt this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now we get our first look at a guy who's been around the block a time or two. He will not be rattled today.
And that changes things for a defensive coordinator, because normally when you get the young guys, you get the rookies, you throw all the exotic blitzes at them and looks they haven't seen. But this guy, he's seen it all.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Three yards to go here on second down. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Second down, Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Deep drop. And that's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, Mariota. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down. A 3rd down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. And the 49ers defense gets ready here as they trot back out there. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this 1st half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals, being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being there at the point of attack. They are really making it happen.
Mariota on 1st down. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And deciding to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I heard so much about the offense Marcus Mariota ran while he was at Oregon, about how people were just wide open, how he couldn't fail to hit them. But I always said the same thing. He sure as heck didn't miss them very often. Very accurate even on short throws.
Yeah, he can go short, he can go deep, obviously, but he's really good with that short passing game.
Dart thrower, very accurate. Receivers love him.
Mariota now. And that is incomplete.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
The penalty really backs up the offense here on 1st down. Now 20 yards to go. They'll throw again. Mariota. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And it's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Mariota again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Again, it's Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Goes underneath for Henry. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down now after the pass completion. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To the air again, Mariota. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They come up in an offset eye. First and goal here from the 2. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. First down, Mariota. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Mariota now to throw on first down. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On second down, here's Henry. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Throwing, Mariota. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the 3rd quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
A first down throw for Mariota. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Titans are going to have a first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down, Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
From the red zone now, Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to... They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
When DeForest Buckner was at Oregon, for much of his career, the opposite defensive end from him was Eric Armstead. And everyone...
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Their big tight end, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the... Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And the numbers comparison, and something tells me he likes the numbers a little better for this week. What do you think?
No doubt about it. And, you know, we often look for the deep meaning about, okay, why did this happen last week and this one, this? Sometimes you just play better. And we're seeing that from him. Looks happy, loose, running around, and making plays.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come up in an offset eye. Mariota on 1st down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Mariota. Going to throw right side here, complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Mariota here to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Mariota. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Niners, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.